So guys, after discussing about the different concentration terms and relation between them, let's talk about the formula of dilution. So guys, till now we have studied about the concentration terms like molarity, molality and mole fraction. Now, if you have a pure aqueous solution and if anybody puts some water in it and make it dilute. So, if the initial concentration is M1 and the final concentration is M2, and if you are putting some water in it, then M2 will be lesser than M1. So, how we will find the value of M2? So, for that, there is a formula of dilution which is M1V1 is equal to M2V2. Now, from where this formula comes, we know that molarity is equal to number of moles of solute divided by volume of solution, right? Now, from here we can write number of moles is equal to molarity into volume. So, whenever molarity is given to you and volume in liter is given to you, you can multiply it, and if you multiply it, you will get the number of moles. So, when we dilute a solution, the number of moles of solute does not change. Therefore, M1 is the initial molarity, V1 is the initial volume, the product of M1 into V1, that is the number of moles of solute. If you are adding some water in it, the volume V1 will become V2 and the solution will become dilute and the concentration changes from M1 to M2. So M2 into V2 is again the number of moles. You are diluting it, that's why volume will increase and molarity will decrease, and the product of them, that is M into V, will remain same. Let's solve a question based on it. Now in this question he is asking what volume of water is required to dilute 100 ml of 2 molar solution. Means this is the initial concentration of NaCl to 0.5 molar of NaCl solution. This is the final concentration. Now, the solution will be now you can clearly see from here the concentration is decreasing from 2 molar to 0.5 molar. Therefore, the volume will increase. So, applying the formula of the dilution, we will get the formula of dilution M1V1 is equal to M2V2. Now, what is the value of M1? That is 2 molar. So, it's equal to 2 multiplied by V1 is 100. One more thing I want to tell you, if you convert 100 ml to liters, you will get the value of V2 in liters, or if you put in ml, you will get the value of V2 in ml only, right? So, I am putting the value of the volume in ml, that is milliliters. So, I will get the value of volume, that is V2 in milliliters, and that is equal to 0.5. Now, he is asking what volume of water is required. So, it means that we have to add some volume of water. Initially, we are having 100 ml. So, let us assume that V is the volume of water which is required. So, the total volume will become 100 plus V, right? So, from here we get 200 is equal to 50 plus 0.5 V, and that is equal to 150 is equal to 0.5 V, right? So we have to find out V, and V is the value of the volume which is added, and that is of water. So V is equal to 150, and we will get this answer in ml only. So this is 0.5, and this is equal to 300 ml. So guys, it means that if you want to dilute 2 molar solution to 0.5 molar solution, and if it is 100 ml, you have to add 300 ml of water in it, right? So we will solve these kind of question in this manner. Now guys, suppose we have a solution having molarity M1 and another solution having molarity M2. The volume of first solution is V1 and the other is V2. Now, if we mix them, then volume of the resulting solution will be the sum of the initial volumes, means it will be V1 plus V2, because volume is additive, right? If you take 1 liter and if you take 2 liter and if you mix them, you will get 3 liters. But molarity is not additive, so we cannot find molarity in this manner. We have to apply the formula of mixing, that is the molarity of the resulting solution, capital M, is equal to M1 V1 plus M2 V2 divided by V1 plus V2. As we discussed earlier, molarity into volume gives us the number of moles. Therefore, M1 into V1 is number of moles of first solution, M2 into V2 is the number of moles of second solution. So, N1 plus N2, number of moles of first solution plus number of moles of second solution, is the total number of moles, and V1 plus V2 is the total volume. Therefore, the total number of moles divided by the total volume will give you the molarity of the resulting solution. Let's solve a question based on it. Now, in this question, he is asking if 0.1 molar of 100 ml HCl is mixed with 0.2 molar of 400 ml HCl, what will be the molarity of the resulting solution? So, the solution of this question now guys, just see, we are mixing two solutions. Let's see how the formula of mixing works, and that is the molarity of the final solution will be equal to M1V1 plus M2V2 whole divided by V1 plus V2. Now, what is the value of M1? M1 is 0.1, and that is equal to 0.1 multiplied by V1, that is 100, plus M2 is 0.2 and V2 is 400, and it is divided by V1 plus V2, that is 100 plus 400, 100 plus 400, and if we solve it further, then we will get it is 10 plus 80 divided by 500, right? And further 90 divided by 500. Now, if we solve it further, we will get 0.18 moles per liter. So this is the final answer. One more thing I want to tell you is, we know that if we multiply molarity with volume, it gives us number of moles, right? But in this case, molarity is given, but the volume is given in milliliters. So that's why if you multiply by the volume, you will get number of millimoles, because volume is given in milliliters. If volume is given in liters, then we will get number of moles, right? Let's move ahead.